Bruce sees all.
The ionosphere is constantly changing because it's formed when particles are ionized by the sun's energy. The ionosphere changes from Earth's day side to night side. When night falls, the ionosphere thins out as previously ionized particles relax and recombine back into neutral particles. Did you know that roughly 49% of solar radiation is infrared? About 7% is ultraviolet. Less than 1% of solar radiation is emitted as X-rays, gamma rays, and radio waves. When you realize you can pass an entire lifetime without seeing a certain event, sometimes it's an event that happens only once in someone's lifetime, and sometimes never. Life is short. When I was a lot younger, just started my teenage years, I saw a giant green fireball, comet or something, asteroid, something smash into Earth when I was really young, and I saw the northern lights in the sky, and I said to myself, wow, I wonder if I'll ever see that again. Now 49, I could have missed it. I appreciate everything, every little thing in life, but eventually those little things become not little things, it becomes everything. And then you find out that it turns out that's what you were looking for your whole life. The little things. The little things is everything. Your life is complete. Those neutral particles out there, do you know that that's what they're using to teleport themselves to other dimensions and to travel as fast as the speed of light through our solar system and anywhere they want to go? By manipulating neutral particles. Similar extreme events like what we're going through right now on the sun are very rare. They're associated with solar coronal mass ejections. When plasma from the sun with its embedded magnetic field arrives to Earth, it may possibly cause widespread and long-lasting damage to our electrical grid systems. Also, satellites, electronic navigation systems, and undersea cables are all in danger. Bring a coronal mass ejection. 218 coronal mass ejection. We're looking at it sideways now. I didn't film it sideways, but I want you to see it sideways. I was able to actually film an actual coronal mass ejection just a couple of years ago. Real balls of plasma, great balls of fire leaving the sun. That massive piece of plasma that was just shot out of the sun and broke the magnetic field lines is way larger than Earth. All that fusioning and power and energy breaking the field lines, yet this massive object, far larger than Earth, leaves the sun. Meteors, asteroids. After a coronal mass ejection, the sun does have an atmosphere around it. All celestial objects have atmospheres around it, in case you didn't know. And some of these objects solidify. The plasma that is shot out, like it was just less than 24 hours ago, you will see it accumulate. Look how fast that is, by the way. This is still slowed down so that you can see it. I did not see one object going by until I slowed it down. And of course, all going by the same angle. This is insane. Listen up. See how there's objects going by beyond fast? This is extremely slowed down. If not, I wouldn't see them. See how the sun spots are blurry, but not the objects? That's because it's the sun's surface is blurry. Why? Because the coronal mass ejection had just occurred. This was just last year. Okay, when everything started during this cycle. And there's so many objects going by, and when you slow them down, you can really see them well. And they're spiraling out of control. It ejects plasma, and that plasma solidifies, and you see it spiraling all over the place, both left and right. Look how aggressive the sunspots are and how they look agitated. And this object going by was just after a coronal mass ejection. And this is what happens when there's a coronal mass ejection. That's how I get to film a whole bunch of objects going by. And it takes hours and hours and hours and hours to get this. But when it happens, it happens. And by slowing it down, you can see the exact shapes of these objects, all coming from the same direction. Sometimes they're not from the same direction, but I call those debris fields. You see how straight they are and fast they are? They travel across. There's no flapping of birds because they're so excessively fast, and birds are not seen like that. When they go by in front of a sun, it's invisible, or if the bird would be close to me, obviously would be very big and you would see it. And I love talking about the birds because obviously I sort of like having some comments when people think that it is birds, because this research is really only for the ones that understand. And there's quite a few people online that understand that. They don't really come here, but most do. See the speed of that? What do you think of that? And far, right? Like, it's a small object going that fast. You must know, when an object's really close, it'll cross the screen faster. But these objects are far away. So an agitation after coronal mass ejection, that's what happens. And there's the Hershey Kiss. I get this one every year, and it's never the same size, and it seems to be getting further. When I first caught it, it was pretty big. You can check out the videos. We got them all up here. So we see things like this, one of my favorite, debris in space. So you have a slew of many things in space, not only asteroids and UFOs and meteors and comets, you also have debris. NASA talks about it being a very big problem. Hey everyone, biggest part of my research are UFOs. I'll be traveling around the province very soon, looking at other regions, inside of Quebec and other towns, to see if there's as much activity as there is here. Drones bottom left, UFO comes in my yard bottom right, and on top, all these large UFOs that meet me at 4 a.m. and every single night that is clear here. I'm Bruce Swartz. I'm a ufologist. I study in ufology and in astronomy. Please subscribe to the channel to help it grow. Thanks for coming back. Paul Sabo, Patyasar, Darla Lama, Ruth Kelly, everyone who contributed, gifting out the memberships, and every way you have, Kristen Kruger, Michelle Preston. Thank you so much for the generous contributions, everyone. Aliens on the moon. When are they going to tell the world? Come on, Pentagon. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. And they're mining. And they're mining on the moon. Aliens on the moon. Thank you very much for the support to this channel. Everyone, thanks for the generous contributions, and thanks for watching the videos. Aliens up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter, cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming soon.